The late adopter. I get it. You might be a little bit confused by look at that yellow line because there are like 3 yellow lines on the thumbnail. It's all good, guys. It's all good. I'm gonna explain which yellow line I mean. So the yellow line I was talking about is this one over here. The question is, can this line hold? Are we gonna drop below this line or not? This is the 50 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. And you know, if you remember yesterday's video, if you were here then, if you were a subscriber, you might have watched the video. We said that this this rising wedge oftentimes breaks on the downside, especially in some kind of bearish markets, not bear market, bearish markets. Here on this channel we just say bearish markets. Oftentimes breaks on downside. It did break the downside, and we said that it just might show bullishness if we are able to hold this 50 moving average. Now we are on the 50 moving average. We have been holding it for 4, 8, 12, almost 16 hours now, 15 hours going. We've been holding the 50 moving average. The question is, are we gonna keep on holding the 50 moving average, and are we gonna bounce from the 50 moving average and show the bullishness? Because one thing is just hitting the support and holding the support, the other thing is bouncing away from that support. So right now we are at that support. This is one of the first criteria that we yesterday said might happen, and it would show bullishness going down to the 50 moving average, getting support here and then bouncing. That will show bullishness. Now if you do fail the 50 moving average, go down here to where the target actually is at 35.7, that might show a little bit bearishness. Still not we are gonna drop down some kind of 20 levels or anything like that, but it does shows a little bit bearishness if we continue down here and we fail to hold the 50 moving average. Now why is the 50 moving average so important for this chart? If you look at all the moving average, you'll see that 50 moving average is all the way down here. So we are going back below all of the moving averages again, which is not a place you want to be. And we can still fall down here, do some kind of zigzag here and then continue towards the upside. I'm not saying that we cannot do that, but we want the price to show bullishness every day, every time, every time it does something. So over here right now, it's a very crucial moment for Bitcoin on this move towards downside, because above us we got a 10 and 20 moving average right above us acting as a resistance. So this up here are 37, let's say 37, yeah, 37.6, around 37.6 up here, just up here. That's a big resistance right now for Bitcoin to break. If he can if he can manage to get back above these levels up here, if he can manage to close back up here, stay up here for a couple of more candles up here, that will be very bullish for Bitcoin, but because it managed to get back above the 10 and 20 moving average. Now if we do get to, we right now went down to the support, went kind of sideways. If we go up here, get rejected and then go back below the 50 moving average, I think we just might see a dump all the way down to 35.7. So that's what I don't want to see right now is, I don't want to see rejection up here at 37.6 and then, failing the support here, down here at 50 moving average, because if you do that, we are definitely seeing this 35.7, and who knows, and then the bear takes over, because they're like, oh, finally we're going down, and then they start shorting and stuff like that. So you never know when the bearish sentiment kicks in, if this is gonna break the supports and continue on the downside as well. But right now, this up here is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this 50 moving average up here to hold right now. That's holding right now. I'm looking at this 37.6 level up here to see if we're gonna break towards the upside. I think still this move, sideways move, might take a little bit time, because you can see here it's already been 15 hours after the dump, and we just been slowly climbing towards the upside above the 50 moving average, but technically not much has been happening. Oh, yesterday over here we knew the dump is gonna come, when it's gonna come, it might take a little bit time, but right now I'm looking at this this what do you call it, the channel or whatever. I'm looking at this 50 moving average down here, 50 moving average, and I'm looking at these maybe this 10 moving maybe this 10 moving average, because it is going a little bit down like this, something like that. Maybe that's gonna be a first indication of any kind of a move towards upside and downside. Now you can see this is creating the 50 moving average support and the 10 moving average resistance is creating this some kind of triangle up here. So we'll see how this actually breaks the whether it breaks the upside or downside. But I think this move, it needs to take a little bit while today is Monday, so I think think, you know, this is right now 3 hours 4:08. Yeah, it might, you know, the move might start coming, you know, towards the end of the day or tomorrow, but you know, for the very, very close future right now, I think a little bit more sideways movement up here before we decide direction whether we're gonna go towards the upside or downside, because decision will be made, and whichever, you know, direction we pull through, that's the sentiment of the market right now. You know, I would like that we get above the 37.6 because that'd be bullish, but even if we go on downside, I'm looking still at 35.7 to hold. Now if it starts failing on 35.7 or something like that, I'm gonna become, you know, a little bit more bearish than usual. Anyways guys, that's what I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more of these videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate stopping by the channel. Have a nice day. You know, cheers. Bye bye.